Who's in a weird funk?
I think Jonathan Majors is.
He's doing a movie. How weird a funk could he be in?
In terms of he's trying to get back his into the limelight a bit better.
He's not trying to get back into anything. He had a bout. Lou Gossett went through something similar. Richard Pryor went through something similar in the day. It was a speed bump. They haven't blackballed him. If he was blackballed, he wouldn't be doing a film. So let's move away from him. He's not an example. He's like, this is not anything new.
A lot of people think this though.
This is why I'm
Plus, you're young and you don't have any reference for it. That's why. You can't go back 30 years and say, oh, I remember Lou Gossett was embroiled in this in the 80s. I remember Richard Pryor was embroiled when he shot his car. I remember all of those things. This is not anything new. The scripture says that. There's nothing new under the sun.
Is it because he was with a white woman? Like what did he do wrong from your vantage point?
I'm going to say it again because you're a little thick today. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep last night. And I say that respectfully. A shaming ritual. You remember the kid in school you did?
You said Diddy had the same ritual, so I'm asking about Jonathan Major's situation.
I'm gonna explain it to you. A shaming ritual means they will play on whatever they can. They find an Achilles tendon, an Achilles heel, and that's what they prey on. I understand that this person that's being drugged through the mud right now has video on everybody. I understand gangs do that. You got to smoke an average Joe. And in the mafia, you got to do that. It's called making your bones. So I understand that Freemasons do the same thing. They got to have something there. My dad was a Freemason. He told me about men laying in a coffin naked, jacking off and telling their secrets. They got to have something on you. You look at these politicians. This guy read a thing the other day for people incarcerated, for people busted on drugs, for people. And he named all of these things. And he said, now, who is this? NBA, NFL, or the entertainment industry? And everybody got it wrong. It was the political agenda, all of those people. They all got stuff on each other.
That sounds like a gang to me.
The game never changes, only the players. Now you got homework to do with all the things I threw at you. Go ahead.
I know I'm over here trying to write my notes down.
Does that cover the Jonathan, that person enough for you? It could be anything. It could be anything. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. In 1984, 85, I did a meeting for a white organization in Colorado. And when I got there, the bishop picked me up at the airport. And he said, Damon, we've been wanting to get you here for a long time, but you're always booked. He said, we wanted to bring Roosevelt Grier in here. Now, this was in the late 80s. But my people said no, because he has a white wife. And then he asked me, is your wife Caucasian? And I said, well, it doesn't matter because my wife doesn't travel with me. We have 4 children. He said, I couldn't bring Roosevelt in here because his wife at the time, rest her soul, is white. So that if they put you through a shaming ritual, they just choose your weakest point. When you get sick, it usually attacks the weakest part of your body, doesn't it? I'm talking physical now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That answer your question? It wouldn't have mattered if they had pictures of him with a buffalo. It's just an area that they could exploit to make him fall in line. He might have said something. I don't know the man. I don't swim in that pool.
I mean, we touched on a lot.
You said that sounds like a gang.
I did say that.
That's the business that they're in, that I was in, that we're in. That's the business. The game doesn't change, only the players. We didn't have, to answer your question before, we didn't have overseers over us. You had the studio, the production company that was offering you a contract, executive producer, cameraman, all the above the line people. When they were getting ready to do a project, all those people assembled together and they'd have you come in and talk to the execs and the producers. And I said, okay, this is all fine. Now, this guy's an excellent director. I've worked with him before. Persky, I've worked with him before. Warren, I worked with him before. Stan Lathan, I worked with him before. He did 4 or 5 episodes on Sanford and Son. His daughter's very successful right now. I said, okay, this is good. These are all good people. This is a good production company. And the cast, from what you showed me, is wonderful. It should be successful. But now let's talk bottom line here. You done showed me and talked to me about everything except what you're going to pay me. Let me see the contract.
Mm.
Now, when I read the contract, I'll get back to you. When I got back to them, I was with my lawyer, my accountant, and my manager. Each one had something to say to the powers that be over the production. Is that clear?
It's very clear. Did you get hit with people saying you were difficult to work with because you were moving on those standards?
Because I was making money for them, man. I was the snit. Red and I were the snit. Are you kidding? I just told you, John, I love you, man, because you're a baby boy to me. I love you, man. I'm important stuff to you. I'm talking to you like I'm talking to the audience. When they can make money with you, you can dump on the floor. They said, don't worry about it, Damon. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that. The prop guy, Johnny, come over here. Clean that dookie up there, Mr. Wilson. He couldn't make it to the bathroom. Okay, Damon, what do you need? You need anything, buddy? You ready? You ready for the show? You ready? You got it going? You in Red and ready? You talked to Red yet?
What's up, family? It's Symphony Thompson, the official host of the Comedy Hype News Show Late Night, and I'm here because I have some extremely exciting news to share. We are officially launching a club. Yep, that's right. And this club is exclusively for our loyal watchers, event goers, and debaters, known as Hypers Club. As a member, you will receive access to never release interviews, original content, behind the scenes with myself and our team here, and even access to a community of other hypers who are looking to build. For those in Atlanta, if you're an entrepreneur, podcaster, content creator, or just someone who is looking for a dedicated space to hold your next meeting, then this next part is just for you. You will get free access to events, discounts on merchandise, exclusive content that I mentioned earlier, and access to our creator studio for all your content needs. So, memberships are officially open, and you can start by joining hypersclub.com to sign up and become a member of our club. I'm in the club, and I hope you join us.